Hey guys, it's Greg at Vanguard Motor Service, where I'm dedicated to parking your dream in your driveway. Now this is one beautiful 1969 Chevelle. It's got a big block under the hood. It's a 4-speed. It's been on the rotisserie. The bottom side of this thing is just beautiful, guys. I can't wait to show you. Now stick to the end of the video where we're gonna get it up on the lift. We're gonna show you what the bottom side looks like. We're gonna pop the hood, take a look at that big block under the hood. We're gonna show you everything you need to see so you can make a great decision on what an awesome muscle car this one is. She is a beauty. You can see that all the chrome, all the stainless, all the aluminum, nice, bright and shiny. The emblems are absolutely gorgeous. The hood's fitting great. And that red paint is just as slick as can be. The wheel lip moldings, the SS moldings, the way the door fits to the front fender, the black interior, the skinny steering wheel. I mean, this thing has got it all. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Love the black stripe down the side also. She is gorgeous. I'm seeing great reflections in the paint. See how nice and smooth that door opened up. We got our door jamb nice and clean. Our door panel looks like it's brand new. I love those skinny steering wheels. We got our 4-speed shifter and a center console. We do have seat belts in the back. Package tray looks brand new. Headliners in great shape. All the trim in there is looking good. It looks like the shoulder belts are there. Everything on the dash looks brand new. I mean, I'll tell you what, it looks like somebody turned back the clock to 1969. This baby just rolled off the assembly line. She is beautiful inside. And like I said, wait till you see her up on the lift. Bottom side chassis black, looking beautiful. Uh-oh, I got 3 square keys. Should I go with the GM key or the ACE key? I'm going with the ACE key. Look at that, first try. Wow, look at that trunk. Nice and clean in there. Now make sure you always pull up the mat and look at the trunk floor. It's actually got a pad in there too. You can see how nice that trunk floor is. They've added a fire extinguisher in there. We got a spare tire in here. At least I think there's a tire in there. I see the jack and the lug wrench in there also. You can see the whole gutter system here, all nice and clean, nicely painted. And then the bottom side of the deck lid, you see they had the latch out when they did the restoration, top and bottom. I always look at the trim around these taillights. Just looking beautiful, man. Now look down the passenger side. Man, the stance on this thing is killer. Jacked up in the back just enough. Looking absolutely gorgeous, sitting on those BFGs. Again, all the reflections in this paint, and that paint is just as smooth as can be. Now at Vanguard Motor Sales, we don't do any consignment whatsoever. That means we own this car. And I know you guys want to hear that big block fire up, but before we do that, we're going to go out in the shop. Now we're right here in the Motor City, so we've got great facilities for working on old cars. You know, this is where they were all born. Now we've got 25 lifts in here, 15 full-time mechanics checking stuff out. And then about 2 miles from here is our main showroom where there's over 150 cars there. So we own all of our inventory here at Vanguard. We don't do any consignment whatsoever. And a lot of people ask us, where do we find all these awesome cars? Where we're hopping on airplanes, getting in cars, driving thousands of miles, getting on our hands and knees with flashlights, checking out the bottoms of cars. We're checking them out top, bottom, inside and out. We're really picky about every car that we buy. The paint, the chrome, the underside, the suspension, the motor, the interior. Now, once we get them back here, the mechanics fully inspect every one of the cars before we park your dream in your driveway. It's Chevelle time, baby. Big block 4-speed. Sounding amazing, driving amazing. Tell you what, I'm in love with the 69 Chevelle, baby. She is awesome. Super cool car right here, guys. You can see down on the dash, everything looks like it's brand new. All the gauges look great. I mean, everything about this thing is just looking slick as can be. Now we've got some aftermarket gauges down here underneath the dash. Looks like the temp and the oil pressure. And there's a little 427 on the dash. I'm not sure what that is, because I verified that the casting number on the block is a 396 casting number. Tell you what, Tom will explain to you just how easy it is to park this dream in your driveway. You just give him a call anytime. He'll explain the whole process to you. I mean, this baby is just as slick as can be, man. She's red and she's ready to go. Love it. Love the exhaust too, man. It's got just the right tone to it, just like a big block Chevy should be. Now, I want to thank all 2 million of you who've already subscribed to our YouTube channel. And if you haven't, it's a great way to keep track of our new inventory. So hit the subscribe button, then hit the little bell button, and you'll get a notification whenever we get a new car in and get it videoed. Tell you what, I love this. We're gonna go back to the shop. We've actually already been on the bottom side of it. You are not gonna believe how pretty the bottom side of this car is. It looks better than it did when it was brand new back in 1969. She is sweet, man. I just love it. Ooh, look at this little guy. He's smiling from ear to ear. He's about 4-year-old and he knows exactly what cool looks like, baby. So if you're in town on business, we'd love to have you come visit us. We're only 20 minutes from the airport, so if you got some time to kill, come on by the shop and check us out. And of course, if you're interested in this car, we'd love to see you come check it out in person or send your favorite inspector out to see it. We'd love it. We'll meet you, your inspector. We'll get it up on a lift. If it's a nice day, we can take it out for a drive. Tell you what, she is a sweetheart. Now this stoplight's being awful nasty to me, making me sit here. Well, we're gonna go back to the shop right now where we're gonna put it up on the lift for you. We'll see you here in just a little bit. We're underneath this little beauty now, and as you can see, the gas tank looks like it's brand new. The coating on the floorboards are looking absolutely gorgeous. It's a chassis black, so it's a little, has a low sheen to it. We got great looking paint on the frame. You can see there's still stickers on the exhaust, so the exhaust hasn't been very hot. And then in this 12 bolt, rolled it over. Previous owner said 331. I rolled it over. I got right around 331. You can also see that the new brake lines, again, new paper tags, tags on the shocks. We do have drum brakes out back, and the drums look like they're new. The bushings on the lower and the upper control arms also look like they're new. The sway bar's been painted to look like bare metal, and the drive shaft has also been painted to look like bare metal. We got a brand new brake line going front to back. We got brand new fuel line and vapor line going front to back. We got a crossover in the exhaust. It's all mandrel bent. It's welded up, all looking good. We got jet coated headers. We've got a Muncie Trans. That's a 4-speed, similar to what would have come in a car originally. Got a new brake proportioning valve with all new brake lines up here. We've got the stock clutch linkage here. You can see that the lower control arms have been all painted up. The ball joints have been replaced. Looks like the sway bar bushings are all replaced. All the steering gear has been painted up to look like bare metal, including the sway bar up front here. Front frame horns are nice and straight. The core support here is all painted up, looking pretty. I mean, everything about this thing looks brand new. Chrome on the front bumper also looks brand new. I mean, this thing is just slick as can be. Then up front here, we have the SS396 wheels, and these are, oh man, 215/70/15s. And then as you look down the side of the car, man, that red paint is just looking slick as can be. Now, I always tell you guys to look at that bottom edge of the front fender, make sure it's all nice and neat. I also The pinch weld needs to look real nice, and I'll tell you, they really did they did body work on the bottom side of this thing. It's looking great. Now out back here, we got more rubber on the road. We got 275/60 15s, same good looking wheel. That wheel lip, I always tell everybody too, make sure you check this wheel lip. Everything feels nice and clean. Let's get under the hood. All right, under the hood here, now I've checked the casting number. It is a 396 block, and it does have the winner's intake, aluminum, and the winner's heads that are aluminum. And then you see those big tube headers down there. Looks like the rag joint's brand new. I mean, everything in the steering here looks new. All the power steering lines, the power brakes, everything there looks new. Firewall's nice and clean. I mean, everything about this thing is just as slick as can be. Got great looking chrome on the air cleaner and the valve covers. Got a late model, or at least a recently rebuilt alternator, I should say. We got GM markings on all the hoses. We got the correct hose clamps on everything. I mean, this thing is looking slick as can be under the hood. You can see the whole core support here area has been all restored, looking nice. Fan shroud. We've even got the top on the battery to make it look like an old school battery. The bottom side of the hood's painted nice chassis black like the rest of the bottom side of the car. The insulation's been replaced. They painted up the hood latch to look like bare metal, which is looking sweet. Guys, give us a call at 248-974-9513 and let Vanguard Motor Sales park this little dream in your drive.